and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it is for Monday, the 16th day of March. Here we go. Today I want to talk to you about dipping the Maror in Charoses. You know, when you dip the Maror in Charoses, a mistake that your Yetzer Hara, your evil inclination, would love to make is to dip it into the Charoses and get a lot of Charoses flavor onto the Maror and then enjoy the Maror much more that way. And you're not really supposed to do that. The Maror is supposed to be dipped just very lightly into the Charoses, and then actually any excess Charoses that remains on the Maror is supposed to be shaken off. That's the way it's supposed to be done. The unusual reason that a lot of people have not heard of is the Gemara says that in Maror, in the bitter herbs, there can be a dangerous something called kappa, which could be damaging to a person if he were to eat it. And just having the Maror touch into the Charoses is enough to cause that to dissipate or not be a problem anymore, and that's why we do the dipping. It's not expected to give any flavor actually into the Charoses, and it's not actually proper for any flavor of the Charoses to remain in the Maror, and you don't have to go crazy shaking it off, but the main thing is don't do what anybody might want to cheat on, and that is like to have a lot of Charoses flavor on your Maror. That would be inappropriate. So it's a quick dip, enough to just get that kappa thing to be obliterated by being dipped in Charoses, and then you're done, and that's enough for the dipping of the Maror in the Charoses. Now this is true whether you're using horseradish or whether you are using romaine lettuce. Either way, the same exact things should apply. And while I'm on that, I should just say one more thing, and that is that some people, the more common thing that you'll hear people talk about when using Maror is they'll want to use romaine lettuce or horseradish, and then there's some talk about endives. But if you were to use endives, I suggest that you speak it over carefully with your rabbi, because it would have to be the right kind, and we're not really experts on that, and just I don't want you in a zone where you think you're doing Maror and it's not, and we're not supposed to be creative. The two that we are most commonly accepting of, that everyone is quite certain is the right thing to be Maror, is, sorry if I got that grammar wrong, would be either the horseradish or the romaine lettuce. But endives, there might be some kind of endives that might qualify, but please be very careful and discuss that with your rabbi so you're not eating the wrong thing. And don't be creative. Don't assume, well, I know this bitter thing that nobody knows about, and they are the bitter whatevers that I know about that no one knows about. That wouldn't qualify. You'd have to be doing something that the rabbis consider a bitter herb, not something that you creatively made up on your own. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.